Today we got the film Solo for our spoiler review discussion. Plagued with controversy on set and off set, did Ron Howard make a miracle happen, or was what happened with movies that decide to change direction and directors really the right choice? Alright, Ryan, so according to Ryan, he does not like this movie at all. He can't find any positives, but we're going to start with the pros, okay? I'll go first, okay, Ryan? If that's alright with you.
You go pro and then I go con.
Let's
do it that way.
No, are you serious right now? You have no pros whatsoever.
If I had to come up with a pro,
okay.
Just one off the top.
I'm letting you go right now. Okay.
Okay. One pro off the top of my head, just off the top of my head. Well, and like I said, please remember this is like a silent pro. Like, don't take it to heart. And please don't spread any rumors on the rumor mill saying I'm in love with Star Wars, because I'm not. Let the record show I hate Star Wars. I'll never like Star Wars. And never have, never will.
So you just hate Star Wars in general. All right, go on.
One pro that I would have to pick out of the movie would be, I can't pronounce his last name, but he played, obviously, Han Solo.
Alden Ehrenreich, or Elden Rich, yeah.
Yeah, Elden Rich, yeah. I like his work. Reich, yeah, let's go with Elden Reich. I think he'll like that. Maybe he'll hear this and go and correct us.
Yeah. All right,
but no, I liked his work. I think he did a real good job with the character, and I think he's a phenomenal actor, and he probably made the movie a lot better, along with some of the veterans that was in the movie.
Honestly, yeah, I think that's the big surprise that everyone's going to go in there expecting it, because everyone was talking so much crap about this guy, because he just didn't look like Han Solo. But to me, he and that goes to my point, since I feel like that's the only thing you're gonna say. I can't wait to get to the bad parts already. Honestly, this had a great first act. I like how they did subtle world building. It wasn't in your face, you know. They like it was just like one At least it wasn't like scrolling text, Ryan. You know, like I'm pretty sure like when you saw those other movies, it must have been a nightmare for you. You're like, God damn, I gotta read all this shit.
Oh my, yeah. Can I just stop before you say anything and just like go and just shoot from the hip real quick?
All right.
That really took me for a surprise, because I did my homework. I'll be honest, I did my homework before I went to see the movie. Yeah, I Star Wars homework. I did it before I went to see this movie. And I kid you not, it was like being handed a test that had more than one, that didn't have like, you know when you get a test and it's like front and back and you know the beginning part, but you don't know the rest of the shit on the test? That's exactly how I felt watching this movie. I'm like, what the fuck? There's more to this shit? And
I'm like, the extra stuff you don't need to know. Like the others, like, you know, the important stuff is like, you know, they're a family, and it's like the Kardashians but in space. That's exactly what this movie is. Like this is what this franchise is. You know, people don't want to admit it.
I kid you not. You're not lying. That's exactly what it is. This is one big dramatic, over emotional. Let me leave home, then I'll return home. Hopefully she doesn't have a girlfriend. Oh, but if she does, I'm going to sleep with her anyway.
And then it turns out it's my brother, and then I'm basically fucking my brother. You know?
Yep. See? Yep.
No, but go on with your point. I'm sorry. I made you lost track.
No, you're good. Like I said, I just think there was a lot going on in the film. And, like, I didn't know it was that much to Star Wars. And like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars. I mean, I remember some of the characters. I remember if they had a big movie coming out, they always made the freaking cereal box. And I'm like...
Oh, yeah. As soon as they hit your cornflakes, that's so important, you know. Trump didn't make the cereal. I guess he's not that fucking important.
Well, what does that tell you? If Trump isn't on the cereal box, he's not really a big deal now, is he?
Yeah, I know. He's only trying to talk peace talks with the most dangerous country in America. All right, now. Anyway, back to my point, Ryan. So no, I'm glad you liked that. Like, you know, there's a lot. I don't even know where you were going with that point. Honestly, I kind of just realized I don't know what you were trying to tell me. Like, did you? So what part made you think about that?
Like that? What part? That there was so much going on in the film?
No, the fact that there was no like moving text like that you had to read. You didn't have to read like 2 pages to figure out what was going on. They literally is like, oh yeah, there's slave children. This is what happened.
So get this. Okay, I don't know if I come off clearly, but you can correct me if I don't. So basically, I go back a night before I go see the movie.
Yeah.
I watch Rogue. And I don't finish it. I'm openly honest about that. I did not finish Rogue.
I'm telling you right now that movie probably didn't help you at all.
It didn't. It was like being...
You saw Rogue One, and
the only way I can describe this stuff is like being handed a textbook and go, read pages 1 through 15, and you'll understand this better. And then I get there, take the test, and I still flunk. That's the only way. Like, I hate to describe it like that, but that's the only way I can describe it. Like, and then they're like, then the teacher will tell you, go back and read, like, a book from the year before to understand it. So then I go back and I watch the Star Wars that was made in 2015. And guess what? I still don't understand the shit. There's just so much to Star Wars that you're not gonna understand.
See, but look, this is exactly why I think I would recommend this to people that have never seen a Star Wars movie, because it's like you don't have to read any of this stuff. This is like really way back. Like, okay, you might want to see the first 3 movies to get the context of the political stuff, but you don't even care about political stuff in like real life, so it wouldn't matter like if you watch those. So what I'm saying is, I like this.
It's easier to follow political stuff in real life than it is in Star Wars.
What I like though is it felt familiar, yet it was interesting. You know, there wasn't too much there wasn't too much to like make you like think, wow, this is a complicated world. You know, like they're all living in the city. No, it's just like this city looks like Chicago, and there's child slaves that are being run by a giant slug. So, you know, that's familiar. It's not that hard. Those emotions and all that drama was necessary because it transcends all of the, you know, the space stuff that was happening. And that's why I like this. And that's why I like that first act. It's like I was watching a Luc Besson making a space cowboy movie. You know, Luc Besson, French director, he did The Fifth Element, you know, he did Valerian, the City of a Thousand Planets recently. That guy knows how to do alien movies. He just makes weird alien stuff happen, but like everything else is just like normal, like American movie looking, you know, it's just like same style. You got the action hero. So that's what I like it. And then they have a space train heist, a space car chase. You know, there's just so much stuff like that I liked, because it's like, see, this is not a start. This is like a start. This is not how a usual Star Wars movie starts. I could be watching something else. I could be watching Space Cowboy 1 if they called it that, and this is the movie. And I was just like, this is not Star Wars, and I like it so much. I was just waiting Han Solo to hit like a space diner and eat some like pancakes. You know, I didn't care. Action design is just, it's always beautiful. You know, like you realize that there's like the CGI is just, it's not in your face. You know. And that's what I was happy about, you know. Like I'm glad that they can still do practical effects, you know. It's still hard to tell what was and wasn't real, you know. And I don't really want to think about the intricacies of that. That's why I didn't like looking at the special features, because then it would disappoint me. Because I'm like, oh, all of that was computer animated or generated. This stuff was just, I liked it, you know. It's practical effects. There's costumes, you know. They go to these different. They don't even go to that many planets, which I think was great, you know, because it's like, all right, cool. You're making it small, but you're making everything expand by showing off like where they're at, you know.
Now that's what I hated.
Why did you hate that, Ryan? What you didn't like it when they went to Space Africa?
No.
You know what I'm talking about, right? I guess that's where Lando came from, man. He just
I was going there. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm like, damn, dude. I guess this is Space Africa, you know. There's almost no water.
We can't call it Space Africa. We have to go with like Space Chicago. It's Space Chicago. Lando was a thug.
Maybe it's Space Wakanda.
Yeah, Space Wakanda. I like it.
Where's their
Lando was a thug.
Yeah.
He went ahead and won. He cheated to win his battle, but he won it. And I mean, let's be honest. It's kind of like very racial political if you look at it that way.
Oh, really?
Lando's black. He cheats to win. It makes us all look bad. You know, it's a good old 2018.
All right, so let me hear one of your cons then, because I literally just stole it and I put 2 cons in there. I have 2 pros in there. So yeah, go ahead.
That's quite all right. My con, like, it just jumped around too fast, and that's what I didn't like. Like, when I tell you it jumps around,
it pacing, like it was too fast, you know, like things were going on too fast.
Yeah, definitely, because it gets you started in the movie, and you see them running away together, and then it's almost like they fast forward 3 years later, and he's like Han by himself, and that's what I didn't like. and then like he runs into and then what I really didn't like is how they gave him Han fucking Solo. That was fucking retarded.
Oh, dude, I laughed at that. Me and my brother were laughing. I was just like,
this is my thing. You don't have, like, I don't know if directors understand this. You don't have to constantly rub shit in our face for us to understand what's going on.
You don't have to explain every intricate part of something that I love, because it's just not going to make me like it anymore.
Yeah, it's like explaining sex. Like, I think we get it, penis, vagina. No, we don't need an explanation, because then you're just gonna make it boring. Thank you.
Now let's get to Han. So, because we did say some positives about him. Alden Rich, third Alden Reich is not Han Solo, like by any stretch of the imagination. If you watch, like, I know have you watched the Star Wars movies? Like, which ones have you seen, Ryan?
Clone Wars.
That's a TV show. You just named a TV show, and you literally expected me to believe that was what you were talking about.
Okay, first of all, don't judge me. I do watch Clone. I will say this. I watched the TV series because I think the TV series is actually kind of cool.
Okay, let me ask you that question again. Did you watch any of the movies? Which ones have you watched?
I watched Rogue.
Okay.
I watched the original with not Woody Harrelson.
You're mixing your movies now. You're like, these are so confusing. I'm like, was Woody Harrelson in one of these movies?
I know he was just in this original one, but no, Harrelson Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford. Yeah. Okay.
Harrelson, same difference. No, okay. No one cares about his old dick anymore.
Anyway. Do you understand, like, so you've seen the original trilogy, with, Luke, Leia, and Han Solo, the 19, yeah. Quick. This was an interpretation of a character archetype that is inspired by Han Solo. This is not Han Solo. If people are going in there and expecting Han Solo, like, beat for beat, you're going to be very disappointed. This is not Han Solo. But I feel like that's exactly what it was. It was kind of like the Ali effect, When you remember that movie Ali with Will Smith.
Yeah.
He didn't look anything like Muhammad Ali. Like, I think a lot of people made a joke about that. And it's just like, he made that character him. So when you watch that movie, you're just like, you're not just watching someone pretending to be Muhammad Ali. You're watching Will Smith do an interpretation of Muhammad Ali, and it was brilliant. And I'm not saying this is brilliant. This is just, he's evoking this persona. He's charming. He's just so charming. I like that. He's just trying to be likable. He has like his improv moments, and he felt comfortable with the role. And I thought, like, that persona really did make him shine. He knows he's unlikable, and he doesn't know what he's doing. And he's a jack of trades. He's headstrong despite his faults. He's arrogant but loving, and he's probably the only character with some depth compared to the rest of the characters, honestly. Like, I loved Woody Harrelson's character in this. He's kind of like the mentor of all of this. Emilia Clarke, his love interest, she's just a rock. I don't know what the hell happened to her. I just think he decided, like, she's his love interest, and he's the reason why, something's gonna happen with her, and that payoff wasn't well. But that's all I gotta say. These pros, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Alden Ehrenreich, if you were expecting him to be as bad as you thought he was, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but he's actually decent in this.
Yeah, I liked what I saw out of it. Like, obviously, because I'm not a Star Wars fan, if someone obviously asks me on the street, hey, who's your favorite character? Yeah, I'm going to be that 2018 douchebag and go, Han Solo.
And now that we're there, I kind of want to hear what you want to say about Lando, because I know, like, you're talking about the cast, but I know you want to talk about Lando. I want to hear it right now.
Oh, God, I don't know why you do this to me. You know I can go on a whole Donald Glover.
Don't worry,
rant,
I'll
right?
stop you when you start saying the N-word. I don't care.
Let's just go ahead and talk about the Space Negro.
All right, I'm gonna stop you there, Ryan. Nah, keep going.
No, I will say this: his 10 minutes in the movie.
Less than 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I just remember him sitting on his spaceship. And then him cheating on a game of poker. Of space poker. And that's all I remember.
He cheated in the game of space poker, but he did sound like He sounded like Lando.
I think that's the thing that people are probably going to say about it. But my problem with it is like he just sounds like him. He's not giving any nuance to it. There's no like the script isn't giving him anything to do, you know? And for all the praise he's getting, I don't get it. I really don't.
Listen, I'll be the first one to say I don't get the praise that he gets as Donald Glover himself or as Lando. I'll never understand it. I don't know why society likes him, and I think he should just fuck off. But now that's
all right.
just
To get some background, Ryan thinks Donald Glover's a pretentious fuck, and I have to disagree with him honestly. You know, I don't care if he loses his card. You know, I'm not defending him.
And let's be honest, I never had that card in general.
All right.
But yeah, I think he's a pretentious fuck. Yes, you're right about that. I don't like his personality, and I really don't like him as a person because I think he's a cry out for attention. But particularly in this movie, far-wise as voice training, I think he worked hard, and that's a pro of mine, which is very scary considering I don't like Donald Glover.
Yeah, but it's just like I feel like he didn't serve the plot any focus. Like maybe, oh yeah, you get to use his ship. That's all.
Well, he got a chance to use a ship. He cheated to win the game. And correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I'm not well versed in Star Wars characters, but didn't they kind of do a small introduction to L3, whoever the fuck that is?
Oh God, I thank you for bringing up L3. Okay, so look, I feel like. And I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to bring this up as one of your cons, but this was definitely a agenda pushing one for you, wasn't it? I want to hear it. I want to hear your con about that.
Again, I just feel as though they're placing African Americans in places that they really don't belong.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Okay. L3. Talk about L3. I know that L3 was going to be the one that bothers you.
There's just nothing to really say about it. Like, I just didn't feel like it. Like she needed to be there.
Or were you happy? Did you clap when she died?
Yes. Oh my God. Did I clap? Oh my God. I did backflips. Because I'm like thinking to myself, let's not make this feminist, let's not make this feminist, let's not make this feminist, and keep a feminist in the movie. It's unnecessary. Don't do it, please.
I'm done hearing this because I know you can go forever. But look, now I'm going to get to my cons, and I feel like you've thrown all of your cons at once. I'm going to throw my cons, you know. So let's see. I just feel like the film starts to lose steam because you see like there's scenes they get faster, you know, like it's like, oh, gotta go to this Kessel Run, oh, we just stole it, oh, we're in the middle of the fucking space, oh, we're gonna die, oh, we're not, and then it just kept going and going. That's when
I told you it moved too fast.
That's
like,
when I realized like, damn,
that's what I heard about it too.
Just like so fast. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. And then on top of that, nothing was happening with the characters. Like, we didn't get any, like, new developments with Han and what's-her-face. Like, I don't even remember actually. What was it, Kira? Was it Kira? I don't remember.
It was Kira.
I didn't care. I just thought it was just, oh my God, they just didn't care anymore. They just like, oh, we just gotta keep going. We ran out of Disney money. Let's just keep going. Just keep going. And it's just scene for scene. I know that they most of these shots, they just went, boom, done, next shot. And it's just like, oh my God, there was just no more. Like, I loved Woody Harrelson in the beginning, you know? Well, as soon as he flipped that blaster, like, spinning it around, and he was just like, you know, being Woody Harrelson and being a good actor, I just thought, you know, this movie's great. This is awesome. I can't wait for this, like, to see more of him, you know?
This movie was Blu-ray worthy at best.
Oh my God. And when it wasn't one-liners, it was just space talk. Like, remember when they were in the Millennium Falcon? That Millennium Falcon thing I feel like the dialogue made that feel so slow than what it really was, because it was just like, oh, we got to put the projector in the Hoomajig and put this thing in Whanamajig, you know? And then I could just tell that the setup just became sloppy, and there was no sense of tension or heart. It didn't feel genuine at that point. I feel like the actors were just saying this shit because they're just like, oh, this is sci-fi talk. Only the nerds will get this shit. And be like, look at that. It's a Star Wars movie. Look at that. It's a Star Wars movie. Or like, hey, no, or maybe they're bumping like shoulders with you, like, hey, that's his blaster. That's how he got his blaster. You know, like, it's, whether it's for the general audience, for the fans, for anybody that's watching it that's new to Star Wars. It's just insulting. It's not. That's when it derailed. That's when things were going too fast. They didn't care anymore. They knew that they had to put Star Wars things. They filled a quota. They even had a lightsaber battle, except it was just swords. Like, really? You couldn't bring lightsabers. You're just like, fuck it, make it swords. We got to have an excuse. All right.
I give this 1 star. It was stale on me. I don't like Star Wars, period. I enjoyed getting to know the character about Han Solo a little bit more, and that's all I took away from the movie. What about you, Jay?
Oh, I give it 3 stars out of 6. It's a mixed bag that you will either like or just be meh. It's the most expensive 180 fix that we'll hopefully see come out of Disney, and we can only imagine what the Obi-Wan, Jabba the Hutt, Ewok, Tata, Watto, and the other universe story they'll want to tell, because we really want to know about that crap, apparently. Alright, that was the show. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us at kinda_critics. This is Jay, and that's Ryan. Thank you for watching us. Signing off.